Hey you guys, it's Peter, and I'm back. Of course I'm back. I'm not going anywhere. Beast. Like it says, I'm YouTube famous now. Available in 2000 BC. The album, Dad. Rock on, gold dust. We got some moldy things, woman, to talk about in the house today, okay? We got some things that are ding-a-ling-a-ling, sham-a-lang, dang, ding-dong. Ding! Dramaphone on Broadway. How's the dramaphone? This is Peter speaking. Oh, hi, Jane. How are you? What? I'm just sitting up in Peter Monn's kitchen. For drama class. Yeah, we're having drama class. You're late, Jane. What? Jaclyn Cosmetics reached out to your granddaughter in the 6th grade about her science project. Well, what did she do her science project about, Jane? The fungulus moldi that is growing on her lipstickies containers, not lipsticks, containers allegedly. She got an A+. Oh my Lord, Jane. Well, that's congratulations, your granddaughter. She's so smart. What? Oh, they want to hire her. Well, what do they want to hire for her results? Okay, for her 6th grade science project result. Well, that's nice. Well, all right, Jane. Well, I'll see you at the Women's League on Thursday. We can talk about it then. Okay, bye. So anyway, we're going to talk today about the fact, y'all watched my video yesterday. Not my second one, but my first one. The second one was about Tana Mojo and Jake Paul being engaged. Go check it out. It's all over ETV. It's everywhere now, okay? Apparently, they're the couple of the century. But anyway, my first video that we talked about, is there mold in Jaclyn Cosmetics lipsticks, okay? And it all comes from this biochemist on YouTube/Twitter. Her name is Betty Wilder. Her Twitter is Nevermore, @Nevermore. I linked it in my video yesterday. I will link it in my video today so you guys can go check it out. I'm not going to be putting a whole lot of receipts in here. I'm going to read it and I'm going to tell you guys what I think about all of this. But I will tell you right off the bat what I think about all this. Glamour shots, okay? Applause, Betty, because apparently you got some people scared. And by people, I mean Jaclyn Hill and Jaclyn Cosmetics, because they reached out to her in an email. Now, yesterday in my video, I said, you know, that it was interesting to me that she said in there that she wasn't afraid of lawyers and all this kind of stuff. Well, she has no business being afraid of lawyers now, because they're apparently afraid of the results that she is finding on this whole situation, as seen by the email, as seen on TV. Now, you can go see as seen on TV things. Listen, on my review channel, Peter Reviews Stuff, it's listed below. I got 5 channels, okay? I got this, I got a vlog channel that people just listen to like a podcast. It's an hour every night. I got a review channel where I review all kinds of crazy crap. I got a booktube channel. I'm doing a year of book true crime over there. It doesn't matter. And then I have a daily meditation video. See, where I get real motivational over there and we change the world. But anyway, not really, but kind of. One person at a time, and we start with us. That's what Jaclyn Hill needs to do. She needs to start with herself, changing the world. So anyway, I really, to be honest with you, like the whole world is going crazy over what Betty is finding. I have to just tell you, Betty, if that is truly your name, I live, okay? Because I always use Betty and Judy and Sally Joe and all these people, and I love that that's her name. So anyway, I'll probably be referring to her for a year from now in these videos, but she really does have them running scared with all of her biochemistry degree experiments that she's doing. Now, I do want to make something clear before I get into this, and she said it in her video, or she said it in her Twitter up here, and we're going to come back to this in just a second, but this is from 6 hours ago. She says, and I'm not going to put all these receipts up there today because, listen, you can just go to Betty's Twitter. It's her Twitter. She deserves a follow anyway. Go follow her. She says, oh my God, I haven't even followed her. Well, there, I'm going to follow her right now. She says, I have no idea what she'd be so upset about. All I have confirmed so far is that all the lipsticks I tested were negative for any microbial growth. Is Laura upset about this, or Mac, or Morphe? I'm doing further testing on the contaminant on the component. I have no results yet. So what she's saying is, okay, that the lipstick itself doesn't necessarily have mold, but the component does that is holding it, okay? The component, right? Well, let me demonstrate for you. So this is PooPourri. If you don't know what PooPourri is, okay, you spray it in your toilet before you do the poops, because then what is going on over there with my video? Beast! My video just turned on out of nowhere. Oh my God, I swear to God, I also do ghost hunts. There's probably some ghosts in here. Hold on a second. Oh my God, that scared me so much. Are there ghosts at my house? Oh my Lord. Woo! Okay. My most viewed vlog ever is with my 2 friends and I. We went to Fox Hollow Farms for the Herb Baumeister investigation. He killed 29 gay men. He killed them and put them out in a burn pile out back. Whew, you stole my heart. We went and did a paranormal investigation of that house. That one called Fox Hollow Farms is I think it's my most viewed vlog ever. But anyway, let me get back to my presentation of the day. This is PooPourri. If you would like to see a review of it, I did a review of it over my review channel. PooPourri, you spray in the toilet before you PooPourri, if you get it, right? Well, here's the container, okay? And then here is the PooPourri. Smells so good. Listen, okay? I don't really care if the spray in there isn't contaminated. I don't want this anywhere near my derriere, okay, if it is causing mold. I don't need no mold on my butt, okay? I'm just saying. I'm old enough as it is. I don't need any mold over there. And I'm sure nobody wants no mold on their containers holding their lipsticks, whether it's contaminated or not. So to me, it doesn't really matter if the container is contaminated or not. But Betty done proved it to the world. Now, let's go in here and let's see what she said. Now, I cannot believe everybody in the world is talking about Betty. She is world famous. In fact, okay, if you go to her last 2 tweets, she says, this is from 4 hours ago. She goes, you guys, I feel famous. YouTube famous now. She says, the press is emailing me. And then she said, the BBC was one of them. I'm sorry, but I squealed like a 2-year-old for a second. Congratulations, Betty. You have done a lot of hard work to get there. No, I think that's fantastic and very, very serious. The BBC is contacting her. Like, this has just gone from here to boom. Okay, so all these emails that I referred to yesterday and all of these tweets that Jaclyn Cosmetics is putting out that their lipsticks are completely safe to use, it's interesting to me that they then chose to reach out to Betty. So let's go down here. Betty put in she wrote in her email. Now, she also sent the email to, she puts it in here, hold on, Zaddy Doll, and Zaddy Doll showed it in this thread. So if you want to go and you want to see the actual email that Jaclyn Cosmetics sent to her, you can go see it there. It's proof, just to prove that it is real, that she really did receive this email. And this is what she got. Are you ready? Email sent to me. Hi, Betty. We're reaching out, and this is from Jaclyn Cosmetics. We're reaching out about the So Rich lipstick testing you've shared on social media. Jaclyn Cosmetics takes product safety very seriously, and we love an opportunity to dig deeper into the findings. Can you please share the full report of testing with us so we can conduct a full investigation? If you could also share your order confirmation with us, that would help us to better identify the lipsticks in question. Thanks so much. We look forward to hearing from you, Jaclyn Cosmetics. Well, what is interesting to me is that Betty has shared literally everything on her channel. Did they not think she wasn't going to share this as well? I'm going to tell you right now, and I can tell you that I can tell from her tweets, okay? Say that 5 times fast. She ain't going to respond to them, and she shouldn't, okay? I'm like, they're trying to catch her up in some stuff, okay? And listen, you don't want to be caught up in the stuff. The stuff is no good, and you don't want to be caught up in it, okay? Don't be emailing them. They want your confirmation numbers. They're trying to catch you in a lie is what they're trying to do. And listen, she already hired 6 companies at $100,000. Don't they know what their own answers are to their own lippies? Come on now. So anyway, let me just tell you, this gets so rich, it gets so good. So she says to them, why didn't they tell me to keep it bougie? Oh my God, I lived, because in all their emails, they always say, keep it bougie, keep it bougie. I've already told you how I think that Jaclyn Cosmetics, their emails are not very professional, if you ever watched The Simple Life back in the day. No, they're not. They're horribly unprofessional, okay? Horribly unprofessional. Who is running this company? Oh my God, why do you want to be taken seriously like this? And why hasn't Jaclyn fired all of these yahoos that are reaching out to people posting their investigative findings on Twitter? I am so baffled by this at this point. If you want, okay. Betty might have taken you a little bit more serious if Jaclyn Cosmetics' attorney reached out to you and said, hey, listen, we're really worried about the findings that you're finding. We would like to talk to you and possibly collaborate because you're obviously finding things that we're not finding. This is very serious to us. Could we talk about this off the record? But for Jaclyn Cosmetics to just reach out in an email, like, what? I mean, this is so baffling. It just gets messier and messier and messier to me. My Lord, this is causing me a heart attack over some of this. So anyway, so she responds, are you guys ready? This gets so good. She says, my reply, I heard Miss Hill is paying hundreds of thousands of dollars to conduct her own testing. Certainly, that will suffice to provide you with answers to any questions you may have. If you have any further questions about sufficient quality control measures for further launches, you may inquire about my consulting fees. Keep it bougie, Betty Wilder. Girl, amen to that, okay? They're gonna reach out to her. They don't want her to pay. They don't want to pay her anything for all this, and they're probably gonna want to silence her too, okay? Listen, let me tell you a little something about that cease and desist thing, okay? In case you get one, Betty, okay? Call you up, legal Zoom or whatever. I asked my attorney a couple years ago about those cease and desist, and he said they don't mean anything, okay? He goes, that is just a warning that says if you don't stop, I'm taking you to court, period, end of story, okay? So if you get a cease and desist because of some things you're saying on Twitter about these lippies, just throw it in the trash. But I'm not an attorney, so don't take my advice, I don't know, because then you might be taken to court. I'm just saying that's what my attorney told me. He goes, they don't mean anything. They're just like a warning. So anyway, but I love that she says in there again, keep it bougie. Okay, so then she says, oh, I forwarded a copy of the email to Zaddy Doll so that Zaddy Doll could post it so you can go see the actual email. It's on there, it's in the thread. And then she says, disclaimer, I am not a cosmetic chemist. These are my theories only. Hold on a second, I want to make sure I read all of this. Disclaimer, I am not a cosmetic chemist. These are my theories only. I do not state or imply any finding of fact. I have not to date physically examined any of the lipsticks. I am a quality control director with over 25 years experience in food science and manufacturing. My opinions are merely based on photos and videos on social media. Again, I make no claims of fact. I do not know or have any affiliation with Jaclyn Hill or Jaclyn Cosmetics. Theory 1, what is up once was down. The tip or top of your lippy was at the bottom of the mold. Like so, then she links the YouTube video. In this antiquated but informative video, we see how pigments are mixed. This colored pasted paste is added to the rest of the formula, then mixed and poured and rapidly cooled. Back to that later. Is it possible, she goes in here and she speculates about all this stuff. Oh my lord, it goes on and on. Do y'all want to read it? You want me to read it? Okay, I will. Is it possible moisture, hair fibers, and or other impurities were in those molds and the product was just poured in right on top? Is it possible, okay, what she's saying is that the container already had the molds and they poured it in on top of the molds. That's why on top it has the mold. Is it possible that those alleged impurities were in the raw batch formula and simply settled out to the bottom? Remember, all were a single batch number. In my opinion, this may indicate that the main batch of ingredients was all one huge clear concoction of fats and oils and solvents and emulsifiers, etc., to which the different color pastes were added. So, picture a huge tank or a vat of ingredients, draw 6 liters, add the pigment. Now, she did say that, okay? Jaclyn did say that in her video. Whatever color you are making, draw 6 more liters, add a different pigment, etc. All done still using that one batch. If that main batch was old, contaminated, stored at the wrong temperature, whatever, then everything made with it is fruit of the poison tree. Theory number 2, my battery died. Okay. Theory number 2, emulsion stability. Lipsticks are a water and oil emulsion. Think a stick of butter. There are ingredients. Listen, I ain't got my glasses on, I can't do math. This is way above me, okay? There are ingredients in there to keep the small amount of water and water solubles in a stable solution. If this breaks down, this happens. And she shows some picture. Okay. All of that white goo is actually tiny balls of various shapes and sizes of oils and butters. Butters. They are all heavier and sink to the bottom. And where is the bottom? Right. The tip of your lipstick. The video by Raw Beauty Christie got me thinking about this. The top of the lipstick was worse. She stopped seeing the balls the further down she cut it. Makes sense. What is up was once down. More to come, but please contribute your ideas. I'm bumping this up again as I see validating responses from a cosmetic chemist, and then she thanks him. Okay, so then she says that, and then she says, I have no idea why they're upset with her, blah, 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 whatever, that she's just testing the contaminant, and then that's when she goes in and talks about the press. Okay, very, very interesting. Now, one thing I do want to say is that I mentioned in my video yesterday that from my experience of, like, when I was in grad school, of looking at, you know, statistical research and things like that, that if you mislabeled one thing, you would have to go back and you would have to start the whole thing over, and I was just speculating in my video. I will tell you I had several chemists, okay, that reached out to me after watching my video that said that that is in fact actually true. That if you mislabeled something, you couldn't just say, well, I mislabeled it. You would have to go back and you would have to start the entire research investigation over. So I don't know that she's going to do that, but and probably she won't because she's so far into this at this point. But if Jaclyn wants to come out and say your findings mean nothing because of that, she could. So, you know, I think that that's why it's really important when you're doing kind of investigative research and things like that, that you're doing it, you know, in a very controlled environment, that you're documenting everything by camera, that you're doing what she is doing. But people are floored by this. And the thing is this, okay? I think this is why people are taking Betty seriously, and maybe they should, I don't know, you know? But I think the reason why they're taking her seriously is because she's giving people answers. She's actually responding and saying, this is what's going on. She's giving realistic answers that could be what could be wrong with the lipsticks. And Jaclyn Cosmetics are still not saying what is wrong with these lipsticks, except for that they take responsibility for it, you know? And I think that's the thing, is I think people want viable, educated responses to what is really going on with these lipsticks. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think it's speculative that they reached out to her? I think it's very, very interesting that they reached out to her. And who made that decision? Was it Jaclyn Cosmetics and whoever's at the top of that? I thought that was Jaclyn Hill. She said that. Was it Jaclyn Hill that's really reaching out to her? Was it, you know, the backers, financial backers? You know, who is it? Who is reaching out to wanting to know these answers, and like what's their end game? What's, you know, what are they trying to do with this? So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I love you, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.